So 30 seconds we go. 3 sets of 5 and 5. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And then 30 snatches. 30 snatches done 5 at a time or 15 at a time. So it's a good way for you to train with somebody, 2 people to train together that may be 2 different levels. It's just, like I said, it's a different training effect, but those longer sets, because they're paced kind of slow, here we go, 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch back, please. All right. That pace, I find that if you are ever going to test yourself, how long can you snatch? Long, you know? I find that a pace somewhere between 10 and 12 is a really good endurance pace. This set, this pace, 10 at a time per 30 seconds, is a little slow to go super long distance, but here we go, 5 and 5. But how do I know that? Because I train it, all right? From experience. That's the great thing, is like, it's just a big old fat experiment, right? There's 5, switch hands. That's what training is sometimes. You're like, I wonder what would happen if I did this. Well, let's find out. 3, 4, 5, switch hands. All right. That was our first set. We're doing 3, right? Yep, we're doing 3. I hope that was our first set. Yikes. Anyway, okay, so like I was saying, you know, it's like I never get bored with this training. I never get bored because there's always something else to try. Some variation, you know, it just, endless possibilities. Okay, 5 and 5, right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch back, please. All right, there you go. Okay, so as I was saying, you know, we have one more set of 5 and 5, and then we're doing 15 and 15, 30 reps total, 5 at a time if you need to switch. Never push it, okay? I mean, sure, I'm not going to say never push it. Of course, you push it, but there's no rush to get to that more advanced point, okay? All right, here we go. Last set of 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. If you've never done 40 snatches in a row, you shouldn't be doing them 20 at a time, okay? 3, 4, 5, and switch. So, I don't want you to start out doing 20. If you've never done 20 at a time, if you've never done 40. Okay? Start with 5 at a time. Then do 10 at a time. Work your way up to it. Okay, but right now we're at 30 snatches. I'm going to coach you through switching every 5, okay? I'm going to do 15 and 15 because I've been training for a long time. I earned it. All right, here we go. 15 and 15. For me, 5 at a time if you're at that starting level, okay? There's 3, 4, and switch hands, please. I'll wait. And here we go. Next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, And I'll wait for a second while you switch. Here we go. Next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody switch. We're halfway. That was 15 snatches. We're doing 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch hands, please, if you're doing 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 5. I'll wait. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, all right. We get a minute here, okay? A minute. We worked for a minute and a half. We'll get a minute rest. Okay, so what I was talking about before that last set started, I'm doing 15 and 15. It's a training that I like to do to build up strength and endurance on one side of my body. But I've worked over the past 6 years to build up to that point, okay? I've worked by not missing workouts, by doing, 5 at a time for years. Nothing wrong with 5 at a time, okay? Nothing wrong with 1 at a time. Heck, show up and do your workout. That's what really matters. Okay, so I also want to talk more about my use of the word beginner, okay? It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. All right, 5 at a time. 2 sets of 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. And switch back, please. All right. Okay, so, I use words like beginner, intermediate, advanced, because really haven't come up with a better description of it. And, the only reason why I want to come up with a better description is because this training is advanced in itself, really. It's accessible to practically everybody, but it's work, right? 5 at a time. Last set of 5 and 5 before we do 10s, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch back. So the training itself is, so much, I'm not going to say work because, I don't want to make that sound like, oh, it's so much work. You're doing a lot of work, but you're having a lot of fun, right? And you're getting stronger all the time in a progressive way. So, there's nothing wrong with just starting out. Just starting out is advanced right there, okay? Here we go. I'm going to coach you through switching every 5, right? But I'm going to do 10. If you found 5 easy for you, then go to 10, okay? Just don't shoot right up to 20. All right, I'll wait for you to switch, right? You're switching if you are. Here we go with our next 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. Last 10, we're halfway. 2, 3, 4, and switch hands. If you're switching, please, I'll wait. Here we go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, switch back. Okay, so 1 minute break here, or 30 seconds if you're ready to do your last set, because there's just one more set of 5 and 5, okay? Just one more set. So, I hope I was a little bit clear about what I was trying to say. You know, don't have much time to talk, don't have, you know, not thinking straight in the middle of a workout. I'm going to go in 3 seconds for my last set of 5 and 5. Okay, if you're not ready, take the extra 30 seconds, but I'm going to go ahead and do mine because I've got things to do the rest of the day. And yes, they do involve kettlebells. There you go. All right, and I'm switching. Here we go for 5, 4, probably no more snatches though. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, excellent, excellent. All right, so I can't think of a more perfect combination of swings and snatches done the same way with the same concept, 5 at a time. If you've been training for a while and you want to try those 20 swings at a time or 20 snatches at a time, work your way up to it if you're not already there. So there you go. There's a snatch workout. Two workouts today, and have a great weekend. Whoop. Oh, my book signing's this weekend, right? So if you're in the area, you gotta come and join the fun and buy a book. Yeah, you gotta buy a book. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's a pretty good book.